Merry Christmas. How are you? Merry Christmas. Okay? Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Wish you a good day.
You too. Cheers. It's gonna be good to see you.
All right, mate. But if you get...
I'll come grab it after the chair, please, if you need to hit. That's all right.
He only remembers that walks back.
Yeah. I'll pick it up for you.
Too big.
Same, eh? This season, this one is too tight. Towards Jim. Yeah, it's too tight. He's too small.
Thank you.
He's way too small. Look, can you breathe? Not possible.
Hey, when he first comes to England, like this.
Well, one. Yeah, he still is. No, he went to. What size is it? Small. It's large.
What's that?
Well, thanks for joining our pre-match coverage on Spurs TV today as Tottenham Hotspur prepare to take on Chelsea in a London derby, and the two teams are now out warming up under the floodlights on what is a crisp, chilly afternoon in North London. Hello from me, Rob Daly, again, Spurs TV commentator. We are, roughly 35 minutes away from kickoff as Jose Mourinho takes on Chelsea for the first time since taking on the Spurs head coach job. And a real opportunity for Spurs here, because should they win, Tottenham Hotspur will go into the top four, going above Chelsea on goal difference. Toby Alderweireld, one of those warming up right now, and what a week it has been for the Belgian defender, who has started every game under Jose Mourinho and has just signed a brand new contract to 2023. Spoke of his delight in the week at getting the deal done. And Spurs absolutely delighted to sign up one of the best defenders in the Premier League on a long-term basis. A reminder of the Spurs 11 if you are just joining us here on Spurs TV today, as Spurs are unchanged from the win over Wolves. It means that Casanigas in goal. The back four is Aurier, Sanchez, Alderweireld, Vertonghen. Dyer and Sissoko partner each other in the centre of midfield. Lucas Moura, Dele Alli and Heung-min Son are just off Harry Kane, with Rose, Winks, Vaughan, Foyt, Eriksson, Lo Celso and Ndombele on the bench. And if you're joining our coverage here and have been away from your phone or the TV, Manchester United were pretty close to Spurs in the table at kickoff. Well, they have been beaten by Watford. Watford winning this afternoon by 2-0, and it means that Manchester United now are a point behind Spurs, with Spurs having this game in hand here. Christian Eriksen among the subs tonight for Tottenham Hotspur. He has a decent personal record against Chelsea, as do many of the first-team players in attack today. Heung-min Son, Dele Alli and Harry Kane all scored in the 3-1 win over Chelsea last season here at Wembley, I should say. And Son's goal, of course, that memorable solo effort, was absolutely incredible. Heung-min Son scored the Spurs goal of the season for 2018-19 against Chelsea last term in the 3-1 win. Sissoko trying to wind him up ahead of kickoff. But Heung-min Son has a fabulous record at the new stadium as well. He scored 7 goals, got 5 assists in his last 9 games here. Clearly feels very comfortable back in N17, and he starts on the left-hand side today. And we all have it burned into our minds, the brilliant goal he scored against Chelsea last season at Wembley, where he drifted away from Jorginho and David Luiz, travelling a good 60 yards in possession before beating Kepa in the Chelsea goal to seal the win. Chelsea have named a surprising 11 today, one that will have to try and deal with Harry Kane. They switched to a back three. Harry Kane has been on fire since Jose Mourinho's arrival. Granted, he didn't score in the 2-1 win away at Wolves, but he has 5 in 5 under Jose, and scored in both of the home games that Spurs played against Chelsea last season, one in the Premier League and one in the Carabao Cup, that semi-final first leg which Spurs won 1-0 thanks to Kane's penalty. Moussa Sissoko had one of his defining performances last season against Chelsea in the 3-1 win. He was absolutely superb in the centre of midfield as Chelsea failed to get a grip on the game, and Sissoko continues in that position today alongside Eric Dyer. There was speculation, Could Tongi and Dombele come in? Could Harry Winks come in? Both recently back from injuries. But Sissoko keeps his place and has scored 2 goals in his last 2 home Premier League appearances for Spurs, having not scored in roughly 2 years. Spurs arrive here then off the back of that 2-1 win away at Wolves, with goals from Lucas Moura and the 91st minute winner from Jan Vertonghen. A game in which largely Wolves were on top. They were absolutely brilliant that day at Molineux, but Jose Mourinho's side found a way to win. Eriksen's corner, Vertonghen's header, sparking wild celebrations as Spurs picked up their 2nd away win in the Premier League this season after the victory against West Ham in Mourinho's first game in charge. Spurs going to this one at kick-off, 7th in the Premier League table, Chelsea 4th, but a win would take them above Wolves, Sheffield United and the Blues in the standings. A couple of the new signings are on the bench as well, Dombele and Giovanni Lo Celso. Michel Vorm's also back among the 18-man squad today, the goalkeeper who rejoined after the injury crisis in the goalkeeper position for Spurs. A calf injury has kept him out of play, and he's still waiting to make his first appearance for Spurs since rejoining the club. So we are now roughly 30 minutes away from kick-off in the Premier League. The situation, a reminder if you needed it, if Tottenham Hotspur can get past their London rivals Chelsea today and win the game, Spurs will spend Christmas Day in the top 4 back in the Champions League places. And it would be an incredible turnaround for Mourinho, having taken over with Spurs 12 adrift of the top 4. Kick-off on the way. Stay tuned to Spurs TV for more of the warm-ups and pre-match build-up. For now, from me, Rob Daly, it's goodbye.
Terry gets one back. And there is the final whistle. A famous victory for Tottenham Hotspur here on New Year's Day. It's ended Tottenham Hotspur 5, Chelsea 3.
VAR is in the Premier League this season and it will help our referees get more decisions correct. Let's be clear, we won't see 100% accuracy. Some decisions will be subjective, and not everyone will agree. But the VAR will be checking every key decision. There are 4 match-changing decisions that VAR can be used for. My favourite, goals. VAR will check every goal that is scored. If the VAR spots something, then they will tell the referee not to restart play. This could be an offside or foul in the building. Penalties. Either penalties that have been awarded, penalties that have not. Red cards. Direct red cards, not second yellows. The VAR can tell the referee if they have missed a clear red card and also let the ref know if
tactics.
Spurs.
What a cracking shot by Teddy Sheringham! To the ball!
Playing with style. Moving with grace. Winning with a flourish. Can you feel it? The lifeblood that makes us. Bringing unity. Bringing identity. To love and be proud. From what was to what is. A force with passion, boldness and ambition. From what is to what's next. Our home. Our fortress.
I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich.